Hi, welcome back to Dr. Thinkenshine's Neighborhood. It's Judy Love Bowman, aka Dr. Thinkenshine. This is your premier YouTube channel for parents, teachers, grandparents, and all of those who want to see children do their absolute best. Right now, parents and teachers are doing the same job right now. So, to all the parents out there, grandparents, foster parents, babysitters who are helping the children with their schoolwork, you're doing a great job. And just want to send my prayers of protection and to some of you, prayers of condolences. We'll get through this together. God will supply all of our needs according to his riches and glory in Christ Jesus. So, again, Judy Love Bowman here for you on the Dr. Thinkenshine channel. If someone in your family has a birthday this week, or if you have a birthday, happy birthday from Dr. Thinkenshine and friends. And just want to put on my governess goggles for a moment. And as you know, the governess goggles segment means no judgment. We're just looking and learning. I'd like to take a look at Real Housewives of Atlanta, RHOA, and give a big shout out to Kandi, who is a wonderful professional, talented, multi-talented, and I had the honor of meeting her and her husband Todd at the Empower Masterclass, and Don Juan and her whole team, Carmen, at the Empower Masterclass, and thank God for their encouragement. And saw Ace on the recent episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta when he and Todd were FaceTiming Kandi. She was in Chicago doing some acting, and um, Ace was crying because he said he missed his mom. And first, I want to thank God that they had that connection to do the FaceTime, because children have feelings too. And in Dr. Thinkenshine's book, My Feelings Matter, from the Dr. Thinkenshine Goes to School series. There's 20 books in this series on Amazon. But My Feelings Matter. And even though Ace is only probably about 3 or 4, children have feelings too. So I appreciate them taking that time to spend with Ace and letting him talk to his mom. And mom was working. She's working and she'll be back soon. And sometimes when one of the parents is in the military or works in an emergency room, and my hat's off to all those of you who are working in emergency rooms and intensive cares, when one of the parents is working away, there are ways we can do things special for our children, whether we're in the same city, country, or not. For example, with Dr. Thinkenshine's special plate, well, I call it the special plate, but the Amazing Plate flag is a flag that you can make at home or just have a special plate. At our home, we always had a special plate. But I made these flags, and the Amazing Plate flag, if you can see that, the instructions. At mealtime, family members take turns placing the Amazing Plate card in front of their plate. Each person at the table takes turns telling the person why they are so amazing. So that's something you can do over the phone. Say if Kandi was in Chicago and Ace and Todd were in Atlanta, she can say, "Oh, good to see you. Talk to you, Ace. You have the Amazing Plate today." And if you're at home, you could do it each meal. But if you're away, just one day. Or say, for example, if you're away and your child, or if the parents are separated even or divorced, and the child has a special event, for example, perhaps he's Mr. Honor Society in the homecoming coronation, and one of the parents can't make it. You can ask the other parents, well, put a special balloon on his chair and tell him, well, this is from Dad. He can't make it to see you walk through the coronation, or this time might be a FaceTime coronation. But Dad thinks you're special too, because children do have feelings. So I just want to shout that out. And also to Kandi and Todd, I'm thankful they have their team and they're supporting each other. The Crow with All Her Ducks in a Row by Dr. Thinkenshine. That's in the Dr. Thinkenshine series. And the Crow with All Her Ducks in a Row. See, when you do travel, I mean, she has people who are helping her with Riley in New York when Riley got her apartment, or with her social media, or even in the household, a household manager, a nanny. So we can only wear one pair of shoes at a time. So Kandi, to all the parents out there who feel in mom guilt or dad guilt, cast all your cares on God, because he cares for you, and do the best you can. That's all we can do. And guilt is just a trick of the enemy. And you can try to have all your you can try to be a crow who has all your ducks in a row. Dr. Thinkenshine, just part of this book, said the crow named Flo had all of her ducks in a row. She had 8 children who were very nice to know. They worked very hard and were each on the honor roll. There was DeVoe, Joe, Snow, Hero, Buckrow, Monroe, Lolo, and Dino. Flo plans ahead because some things she just does not know. For example, it might snow, and as a crow, she will need extra time to go. So she keeps all of her ducks in a row. DeVoe, Joe, Snow, Hero, Buckrow, Monroe, Lolo, and Dino. When Flo goes to gather food, she leaves home very early. She never knows when she might encounter the frog from Prague, the dog on the log, or the big stink pig hog who goes out for a daily jog. The big stink pig hog. What was Dr. Thinking about? But anyway, that's just one of the books. But I just want to, you can still let your children know so that it's normalized for them. And I'm thankful, like I said, for Don Juan, and congratulations on his new meaning brand with the masks, because he was ahead of his time, putting those masks out before. And one of his masks says, "All I'm spreading is love." So I'm thankful. But there's a book, one of the Dr. Thinkenshine's books, called Plan Ahead, Fred. And with Don Juan and the different people on Kandi's team, they can plan ahead and everything will be fine. So Kandi, don't worry. Todd, you and Kandi are both doing a great job, and we're thankful. And just one other thing, I was fortunate enough when I was in divinity school, Harvard Divinity School, to live in Ralph Waldo Emerson's room, which is now turned into some kind of administration building, but it was a huge room and fireplace and all. But one thing Ralph Waldo Emerson said was, to have a friend, you have to be a friend. So I applaud Kandi and Todd for talking to a therapist, and I saw where Todd was talking about Kandi's priorities, and we all will have priorities. But he was like, your career, your friends, and then your family. But I know they have to work on their priorities. We all do, and I'm praying for them. They're beloved people. But Emerson said, to have a friend, you have to be a friend. And that's one thing I can say about Kandi, whether it's just a birthday shout out or trying to show up, she shows up for her friends. And there are a lot of people, a relationship has to go both ways. And that's one thing we can teach our children, because sometimes relationships are one-sided, and those aren't the best relationships. So that's good when she does support her friends, but we'll have to do that, everything in decency and in order. And I'm just sending a prayer out to all of the parents who are out there who are trying to juggle multiple things. And even now, going through this time in history, the quarantine, the stay-at-home orders, I'm sending my prayers out. And you even have more on your plate now, because now you have to run a restaurant, you have to run a school, on top of your career, your hygiene, your inventory in the household. So I'm sending a special prayer boost out to Kandi and Todd, and I know they'll get it together. They'll always be on top and never on the bottom, and sending a special prayer boost out to you, boost, from Dr. Thinkenshine and friends. And if you're new to this channel, please subscribe, hit the notification bell so you'll be made aware on Saturdays when we have new uploads. And I thank you for joining us. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down. Until next time, let's make it a great week. Boost.